Hello, everybody. I'm just waking up. So, with my discovery of not having free will, my reasoning behind it is this. It's real simple. You can't tell me what your next thought will be. And the reason why, there's a real simple logical reason, is because in order to communicate a thought, it requires a thought. So there's a thought in between. So you can never tell someone what your next thought will be. Make sense? It's just logically don't make sense. There's no way you could ever tell me what your next thought is. So, if you can't tell me what your next thought is, you're not choosing it because you're not aware of it. And then every action requires a thought. So, therefore, we have no free will. And what the hell do we do with that? I don't know, but it's been keeping me up at night. And it's really freeing. For me, it's super freeing because then, well, if I don't have any free will, well, I can let go of regret, that's for sure. But at the same time, I've been trying to talk to people about it and nobody gets it. Nobody. I researched it and turns out that there's less than 1% of the population that has actually figured this out and has an actual understanding that they do not have free will. 'Cause there's a difference between hearing someone tell you and actually having an understanding. See, someone presented me with that question, what can you tell me what your next thought is? And then I had to sit there and think about it, right? It took me a while because I was like, of course I know my next thought. That's everyone's response. Of course I do. Until they think about it, and then they blurt out a thought, and I'm like, well, that's not your thought. Your next thought, that's your actual thought. So, so what do we do with it? I think the truth sets you free because that's the truth. At least now you know you're not driving. So, how do we navigate life after we come to that understanding? I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. It does help you understand other people better, and it starts to help you understand yourself more. And I'm just learning this, so I have a lot more to process, to of my understanding now because it's fresh into my mind. But I have a lot more love for me and everyone else, and a lot more compassion for me and everyone else because I do have a higher understanding that they do not have free will and they are on a program. And the program is always running based off of everything that we know to have existed. And that's where it comes to the awakening is you never actually fully awake. You only become more awake because everything you knew is still part of your awakening, right? It's a transformation of your awakening. It's not a full awakening. And um yeah. So what is a healer in my mind then? A healer is someone who comes into your life and adds positivity to your program, upgrades your program with more knowledge that serves you better. And the thing is, um, yeah, because you don't have really a conscious choice to add to your program unless the program adds to you. See what I'm saying? I don't know. Just a little thinking session, you guys. I literally figured this out on my own with that question, and then it was validated to me um, through my creative processes because I've learned that when I was trying to force my will on my creations, they would come out way shittier, like way shittier. But when I didn't have any expectations and I just let them flow out of me, that's when the real magic came to me, and that's how I discovered that forcing your will on reality is resistance. Love you guys. Maybe you can help me figure some stuff out because this it shook up my world. So Love you guys.